A poor boy from Mississippi changed the world forever. A dangerous rebel was tamed by the establishment, a comeback that burned bright but fast, and a suspicious death that gave birth to countless theories. Hello, my friends. Today we are going to talk about the many lives of the king. This is the story of Elvis Aaron Presley. Part 1, Jailhouse Rock. Elvis was born in a poor house on a dirt road in Tupelo, Mississippi. He grew up listening to gospel music in church and the radio waves that crackled with the sounds of black rhythm and blues. At age 13, his family moved to Memphis, where Elvis experienced the burgeoning world of rock and roll firsthand. In 1954, everything changed. He visited the legendary Sun studio and walked in with an acoustic guitar. His mother had bought him for $3. When Elvis stepped up to the microphone, it was like a bolt of lightning had struck. Sun Records founder Sam Phillips, who had been searching for the perfect sound, the perfect package of country and blues, suddenly snapped out of his contemplation. "That's it," he said to himself. "I've waited all my life to hear that." It was a raw, primal sound that had never been heard before. A white kid singing the music of Black America with such fire and feeling. Part 2, Love Me Tender. It was explosive. Parents hated it. Teenagers adored it. Kids across America started mimicking his every move, his sneer, his swivel of the hips, his rebellious pompadour. This small-town boy was transformed into a global superstar. At the peak of his success, Elvis appeared on national television. The performance was explosive, electrifying, and scandalous. America watched in horror as this wild young man gyrated on stage. Some saw it as a threat, a corrupting influence. Others saw a hero, someone who expressed what they felt but could not say. The controversy only fueled his rise. Hits like Jailhouse Rock and Don't Be Cruel became anthems for a generation. He wasn't just a singer. He was a cultural earthquake that shattered the status quo. People began calling him the King of Rock and Roll. Part 3, Trouble in Paradise. But as Elvis ascended, the powers that be reached out. His Army induction was inevitable, but it came sooner than expected. By age 23, he was already in uniform, traded in his trademark blue suede shoes for clunky Army boots. The music industry held on, hoping for his return. But for Elvis, something was irrevocably lost. After his discharge in 1960, he attempted a comeback, appearing on The Ed Sullivan Show. But the magic wasn't the same. His career then took a bizarre turn. He was thrust into a series of cheesy Hollywood movies, a far cry from the gritty reality of his early performances. On the screen, he sang to puppies, fell in love with wholesome damsels, and fought off bad guys with ease. It was wholesome entertainment that bore little resemblance to the raw talent that had captured the world's attention. All the while, back in Memphis, Graceland was being built. An extravagant mansion that hid a different story. Behind those gated walls, Elvis battled a growing dependence on prescription pills, battling crippling loneliness. The charismatic performer who once connected with audiences on a raw, primal level was now a shadow of his former self, trapped in a gilded cage of his own making. Part 4, Return of the King. Then came the comeback that stopped the world. In 1968, Elvis returned to the stage in a leather-studded jumpsuit, reconnecting with his musical roots. The world witnessed the return of the rebel. There was passion, there was fire. There was raw talent. But it was also clear that the king was treading water, trying desperately to recreate the magic of his youth. The problem was, it was a magic he could no longer control. Soon after, Elvis's career took a strange turn. He packed up his sequined jumpsuits and moved to the glitzy stage of Las Vegas. There, for years, he performed in hotel suites, belting out hits for adoring crowds. He was a seasoned professional, the showman, but the edge was gone. The revolutionary spirit that once defined him had vanished. In its place was a ghost in a sparkling suit, belting out hits for the tourists, a prisoner of his own legend. Part 5. The conspiracy. It all came crashing down on August 16th, 1977. The world was shattered. The king was found dead on his bathroom floor at just 42 years old. The official cause? A heart attack. But the facts were messy. A toxic cocktail of prescription drugs in his system, a controversial, secret autopsy, and a swift burial in a copper-lined casket. For a public that worshipped him, the official story didn't add up, and almost instantly, the whispers began. What if Elvis faked his own death? The conspiracy theories exploded. Fans pointed to a misspelled name on his grave. They dissected his last will, looking for clues. They claimed he was spotted working at a Michigan gas station or living on a remote island, finally free from the spotlight. The most viral theory? That he was hiding in plain sight. One of the thousands of Elvis impersonators, the ultimate disguise. Elvis had always been a master of reinvention. Could this be his greatest trick yet? Was it all a carefully orchestrated escape from the gilded cage of superstardom? These theories are endlessly discussed online, a testament to a fan base that simply refused to let the king go. Part 6. The Inheritance. But Elvis's influence took a stranger, more modern turn. His music became a surprising goldmine for hip-hop producers. Why? Those iconic rockabilly guitar riffs and his unmistakable voice were the perfect sample, a slice of classic American cool to be looped, chopped, and reinvented. From 3-6 Mafia to J Dilla, the king of rock and roll found a new throne in the world of hip-hop, proving his cultural DNA is embedded in music he never could have imagined. So why does the myth of Elvis endure? Why does the music keep playing? Perhaps it's because Elvis embodied something more than just music. He represented a challenge to the status quo, a rebellion against conformity. In a world that often feels safe, sanitized, and predictable, Elvis reminds us of the power of raw, unfiltered expression. It's why his music still resonates with those seeking authenticity, those who feel the need to question, to rebel, and to break free from the ordinary. Elvis didn't just sing songs, he ignited emotions. He gave voice to the voiceless and made them dance. He showed the world that it was okay to be different, to be unapologetically oneself. In an era where fitting in was the norm, Elvis carved out a space for nonconformity, proving that it's okay to shake things up, to challenge expectations, and to find your rhythm even when the world tries to silence you. So was his death the greatest tragedy in rock history or its greatest cover-up? The answer lies somewhere between the heart-wrenching strains of Can't Help Falling in Love and the rebellious yell of Jailhouse Rock. Elvis Presley may have left the building, but his spirit, his music, and his legacy continue to reverberate through the corridors of our hearts, reminding us that the true kings and queens of rock and roll are not just those who grace the stage, but those who touch our souls with their music. Elvis touched countless souls. Whether he's resting in peace or hiding in plain sight, the debate keeps his legend alive. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to stay updated on our latest mysteries of music history. Until next time, keep questioning, keep listening, and keep searching for the truth. Who do you think killed Elvis? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.